guys, I wanted to get on here to make a quick video on sharing 7 tips that I have came up with to help people keep their TWA moisturized. Now, I've seen a lot of people suffer with dryness during their TWA stages, and I try to look up on YouTube on how to keep it moisturized and all that stuff, and people really don't have a lot of information. It's only when their hair is already long, and so I said I guess I'll make a video on to share my tips on how to keep your TWA moisturized. So if you want to know that, stay tuned. Okay, now the first tip that I came up with is build a regimen. The reason why I said build a regimen is because when you are dealing with your hair needs something that's going to keep it maintained, going to keep it easier for you to deal with. My regimen that I have is that I wash my hair. I would refresh my hair every 2 days, and I would co-wash on Sundays. So I co-wash once a week, and that's on Sunday, and I deep condition overnight, and then I do my hair the next day, and then after 2 days I would refresh it. Now, I wouldn't wash it with the co-wash. I would just rinse the product out with water and then restyle my hair, because I already cleanse my hair once a week. You don't have to follow that regimen, but try to find something that will work for you to keep your hair moisturized throughout the week. The next one is find products that works for you. Now, we can always try to make our products work because it works in somebody else's hair. Well, you can't do that, because everybody's hair is different. Everybody's hair porosity is different. Everybody hair takes products differently. We try to make the product work because it looks good in somebody else's hair. But if you do that, you're going to keep keeping your hair damaged, and you're going to keep your hair being dry and all that stuff. And you don't want that. So once you find a product that works for you, stick with it. The next one is moisturize on a daily basis. Why you should moisturize your TWA on a daily basis is because our ends are exposed to the air rather than, this is my outlook, our ends are out, they're exposed to the air, so everything is going to catch it. Besides a person with long hair, their ends are laying down, so they're not like out and exposed, so it won't have so much, dryness to their ends. With the TWA, we get more dryness because our ends are like out and exposed. So what you should do with that is that you always got to make sure on a daily basis moisturize your hair. Now, I will give you a tip on moisturize your hair with water. Like every day when you wake up in the morning, spray your hair with water, because I think it's important to keep our TWA moisturized, is because TWA stages, our hair is really, really dry because it's so exposed, and we can't put it in a ponytail, we can't put it in a bun, we can't really do much to it but leave it out. So moisturizing your hair on a daily basis with anything like conditioners, water, or something every single day. And what I would like to tell people is get a spray bottle of water and spray your hair. It doesn't matter if it's in twist, doesn't matter if it's in a wash and go, just spray your hair with water or put some kind of moisturizer in your hair. So I think that explains that. The next tip is clip ends if needed. Yes, clipping your ends is always important because it alleviates split ends and tangled ends and breakage. Because when your ends are very damaged, when you go to try to finger detangle or even comb your hair, it's so tangled that sometimes it actually rips your hair out. And keeping your ends clean and nice will help you maintain length and also moisture, because damaged ends are really, really dry, and it's hard to keep it healthy and maintained. So just clip them away if needed. Now, if you know you don't need a trim, don't do it. You don't have to. People say, some people give tips on clipping your ends 3 to 4 months, 5 to 6 months. Some people don't clip their ends at all. but I think ends always need to be clipped, and it's up to your preference on when you want to clip them, but make sure you do clip your ends. So the next one is find inspiration. For me, I had to look on YouTube and find somebody that's going to give me hope every day, because you know, in your TWA stages we get a little antsy, we get anxious, and we want our hair to grow, we want our hair to be moisturized, we want our hair to be frizz free, we want it to look good, blase. But what's going to help you stay motivated is find somebody who have a journey, that their hair, you know, you've seen the results of their hair is long and beautiful because they you know, kept their hair up and they were consistent. You know, find somebody that's going to help you stay on the task of keeping your hair moisturized and healthy. You know what I'm saying? The next one is be consistent, because it's so important to stay consistent. Reason being is because when you go 5 to 6 days without touching your hair, that is basically leaving your hair basically in a dry, damaged state. You're allowing damage to come into your hair. And when you stay on a consistent basis, your hair actually will respond to something that is always a routine. Like your hair will already know what it's about, what it needs to do in order to get it moisturized. Like sometimes I can say example, like when I'm washing my hair, because I wash my hair every 2 days, my hair already parts into the 4 sections that it's going to be in to moisturize it and to clean it and stuff. Like my hair already has a routine going on, and when you do that, it allows your hair to stay moisturized and to stay you know, nice and clean and healthy. And you want to keep that. You know, it's very important to stay consistent. Don't fall off the bandwagon. Like I said, go back and look at, you know, your inspiration, whoever inspired you, to keep you going, because it's going to benefit. It's going to be beneficial at the end, I'm telling you. So be consistent. And the last one, number 7, is everybody say this, and that is be patient. I'm sorry, there's an airplane out here. I'm sorry if you can't hear me, but be patient. We have to be patient through the process. In anything we do in life, we have to be patient. Being patient will help everything to stay at a balanced level, because if you always tell yourself, you know, it's going to grow, it's going to be moisturized, if I stay on this path of keeping my hair moisturized and doing all these things to your hair, you're going to benefit from it. But we got to be patient. You know, don't think about growth, don't think about having long hair, just think about the health of your hair, because healthy hair grows. So don't worry about if your hair is not going to grow and stuff like that. Don't worry about that, because if you are being consistent, you have a regimen, you have and you're moisturizing your hair on a daily basis and all those things, your hair is going to grow and it's going to be healthy. So with me, I'm focusing on health, and my hair has grown a lot. It has, but I'm staying on a consistent basis on my regimen and stuff like that. I think I have a video of my regimen, but if your regimen is not working for you, you can try out my regimen. But if that don't work for you, just try to find something that's going to keep your hair moisturized. So I think that is all my tips. I didn't want to be on here too long, but I just encourage you guys to, you know, stay patient with your TWA and stay strong. Find an inspiration and be patient, because it's going to be a long journey, but you will get there if you continue to stay patient and you know, be consistent. It's not hard, it's very simple. So that is all I have for my 7 tips. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Leave a comment below, like my video to support me, and subscribe to me if you love me. So see you guys and have a nice day. Bye.